What is up, Gridiron fans? I am the Gridiron Guy, and this is my Week 5 matchups video. If you haven't been here before, click the subscribe button. Give me a like if you enjoy these videos. Click the bell beside it in order to see future notifications. With that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so for my first matchup, I have the Bucs at the Bears on Thursday Night Football. This is going to be an interesting game. You have Nick Foles filling in for Trubisky. Could be coming in to light a fire under those Bears like he did 2 weeks ago. Didn't play so hot against the Colts last week. But that Colts defense is pretty stout. That Colts defense is looking pretty good. Alright, so on the Bucs side of things, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady slinging it, running the ball. The Bucs are playing pretty well right now. They're playing good ball. I don't know if the Bears have the firepower to keep up with them on offense. Their Bucs defense is playing good enough. Good enough to where I think they can play against these Bears just well enough. If you look back on it though, Nick Foles has got Tom Brady's number. Am I right? In that Super Bowl? Not today, though, Nick. I'm taking the Bucs 28-24. For my next matchup, I have the Chargers at the Saints. We got Justin Herbert on Monday Night Football against Drew Brees. This ought to be an interesting one, mostly because I want to see what Herbert does on this big stage. Is it going to be too much for him, or will he go toe-to-toe with the Hall of Famer? This Chargers defense is looking pretty good. They get after the quarterback. They're stingy on defense. On the other side of the ball, the Saints, kind of a lackluster season so far. Michael Thomas has definitely been hurting them by not being on the field. Emmanuel Sanders is starting to come along, though. So, Alvin Kamara is playing lights out football right now. But I don't know if the Saints will lose on Monday night two times this year. So, I'm taking the Saints 30-24. That's my pick. Okay, for my number 3 matchup, I'm taking the Eagles at Steelers, the battle for Pennsylvania. Okay, now, on paper, this game doesn't seem as exciting, but I can assure you, living in Pennsylvania, it's exciting. Fans, Steeler fans, Eagle fans, they're everywhere here. It means a lot to both of them, and it gets heated, to say the least. So, there's a lot riding on these games between the Steelers and Eagles. It's at Steelers, not like it matters. You got no fans anyway. Plus the Eagles have to travel like an hour and a half, something like that. It's nothing. It's nothing. So, let's get to it. The Steelers defense, easily top 5 defense in the league. Ben Roethlisberger has got that offense playing the way he had it playing 2 years ago before he got hurt. before he got hurt last year. So, on the Steelers side of things, it looks good. On the Eagles side of things, they just got their first win this past week. And currently sit in first place in their division. That is crazy, being 1-2-1. But because they don't have a second or third loss like everybody else in the division, they have first place. It's ugly, but that's the NFC East. That's what we've grown accustomed to. I don't want to get into the NFC East right now. That whole debacle. Anyway, moving on. I'm picking the Steelers to take this one 27-21. The Eagles just, I don't think they're going to be able to get out of their own way. For my number 4 matchup, I have the Bills at the Titans. Now, the Titans are dealing with the whole COVID thing. Who knows if they're even going to play this game this week. I kind of got screwed out of my game last week because I picked the Steelers and Titans last week. And right after I made my video, COVID outbreak happened. And it was too late to pull it back because I just didn't simply have the time to do it all in time for the Thursday game. So, with all that being said, yes, the Titans have had almost 2 weeks off. They've barely been able to practice, if they've been able to practice at all at this point. I believe they are still shut down. Meanwhile, the Bills have just been rolling to a 4-0 start. I think the Titans, you would think that them being off would benefit them, but I don't think it does in this situation, especially going against the Bills. So I'm taking the Bills 28-27. That's my picks. For my last matchup, I have the Colts at the Browns. This is going to be a good one. You have the Colts playing really good defense. Both of these teams are 3-1. Colts playing really good defense. Browns scoring a lot of points. It's going to be which one breaks first. The way the Browns are using the two-headed monster, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, even though I know Nick Chubb just got hurt for a couple weeks, but did you see the two backups behind Kareem Hunt both march out onto the field and we're getting 8-9 yards a clip on the Cowboys also? So that tells me, you know what, Browns can run the ball on anybody. Not to mention the Cowboys can't really stop anybody anyway. We've already seen that this year. So, that's not really a great indicator. But we have the Colts coming in. The Colts are playing good defense. That is a top 5 defense. They are tough to score on. They are number 1 against the pass. This is going to be the game to watch this week. I'm excited about it. I will be watching this game. I want to see what happens. I have Odell Beckham on my fantasy team, so I don't want the Colts to do too well. But I think it's going to be a good matchup. Colts defense is playing well. Phillip Rivers is not throwing interceptions, which that is a rarity. It usually doesn't happen. Usually throws one a game. But if he's not throwing interceptions and Jonathan Taylor's able to run the ball and they're able to play good defense, I'm taking the Colts 35-34. I think it's going to be a shootout. That's what I'm going with. All right, Gridiron fans, that's what I have. That's my top 5 matchups for Week 5. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? Let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It does help the growth of this channel out a lot. Look forward to my Week 6 matchups, as well as I'm doing another mock draft this week. That'll be uploaded on Saturday. I enjoyed doing this video. I'm glad you tuned in. Thanks for having it. I am the Gridiron Guy, and I am out.